Starting with 1 million luck points. Chapter 81, Is she on her period again? Yes. In the depths of the wilderness area of the Huadong city. Roar. Roar. Waves of loud roars constantly sounded. Rumble. All kinds of huge beasts walked among the flourishing ancient trees, making the ground tremble incessantly, as if it was still the prehistoric era. Suddenly, a dark figure appeared in the sky. A large number of demon beasts sensed the energy fluctuations and roared. At this moment, a sharp voice sounded. "Shadow, what are you doing in my territory?" The dark figure quickly floated into a rough round wooden building and slowly condensed, revealing a black robe. "Greetings, Lord Cloud Mink." The dark figure bowed respectfully. "The reason for my visit this time is because the president wants to give you a big gift." The high-pitched voice said, "What big gift?" The dark figure hurriedly said, "Huadong City." Boom. The entire rough round wooden building shook. Two eyes that were like giant lanterns emerged from the darkness and stared at the dark figure. "The Huadong City harmed my people. I have made a vow to destroy the Huadong City. State your terms." The dark figure chuckled. "After this matter is done, as long as you can provide a portion of your Cloud Mink's blood essence, that will do." The other party snorted, and the surrounding air froze. "Your president sure has a big appetite." "All right, I agree. But if the Huadong City doesn't get destroyed, I assume you are aware of the consequences." At Chu City High School. Ring ring. With a crisp ringtone, the school gradually fell silent. In the training room, Johao and the others were lying in the virtual cabins, constantly killing various demon beasts and insects. Compared to before, the number of demon beasts and insects had increased by several times, making many students complain incessantly. In less than 10 minutes, almost 80% of the virtual cabins turned red. Many students sighed and shouted, "It's too difficult." Not long after, Johao, Su Ling, and Zhang Yi's team were also annihilated. There are too many demon warriors. And all of them were traveling in packs. The training difficulty has indeed increased by a lot. Su Ling frowned, but her face was still cold and beautiful. Johao said casually, "The difficulty has increased, but everyone's strength has improved very quickly." Su Ling nodded slightly. Indeed. The high-intensity training after the award ceremony had improved the combat experience of the students in the class. Moreover, in addition to carrying out virtual drills, Instructor Shen had also arranged for all the students to continue fighting mutated beasts like the tusk boar. Everyone's strength had also clearly improved. At the very least, when facing the low-level demon warriors, everyone was no longer as panicked as before. "By the way, Yuan Chang and the others said that they're going to a bar to relax tonight. Are you coming?" Su Ling looked at Johao and Zhang Yi and asked. Zhang Yi shook his head. "I'll go home and continue training." His younger sister's whereabouts were still unknown, so he was naturally in no mood to go to the bar. Johao also shook his head. "I still have something to do tonight." Su Ling widened her eyes and kicked Johao lightly. She asked suspiciously, "What is there for you to do?" Johao said angrily, "It's not convenient for me to tell you." Su Ling seemed to have thought of something as her face turned slightly red. "Shameless, how could you go to those shady places? I'm ignoring you." With that said, she turned and left. Is she on her period again? Johao was speechless. After school, Johao arrived at the defensive line of the East Station. Just as he arrived at the command center, he saw Commander Zhao frowning. "Commander Zhao, what happened?" he asked as he stepped forward. "Senior Zhou, you came at the right time." Commander Zhao stretched out his hand and signaled for Johao to sit. Johao sat down. Commander Zhao handed him a cup of hot water and said in a deep voice, "Yesterday, 2 martial artist teams disappeared at the edge of Area 283. However, the people we sent to search did not discover anything. These two martial artist teams are not weak. There were 3 master-level experts in each team. When Zhou Hao heard this, he asked curiously, Area 283 is rather far from the city. I just cleaned up that area the day before yesterday. Almost all the intermediate level and high level demon generals were dead. With a master around, how is it possible for their team to disappear? Commander Zhao nodded. That's also what I don't understand. As he spoke, he tapped his finger on the table. Immediately, ripples appeared. The ordinary table instantly became an electronic screen covered in red dots. And just 2 hours ago, our intelligence department discovered that there was a bad high-energy signal in Area 283. Several helicopters went to investigate and were destroyed on the way. Zhou Hao's expression could not help becoming solemn. Chapter 82, Huadong City is in danger. He knew very well that the red dots represented king-level demon beasts, and at least 30 red dots had appeared in Area 283. This meant that more than 30 king-level demon beasts had suddenly appeared in Area 283. I don't dare to take the risk of letting He Baiao, Zhenhong, and the others investigate. Commander Zhao's voice was low. A Grand Master was the city's strongest combatant and the last line of defense. If anything happened to them, the city would no longer be able to resist the foreign races in the wilderness. Zhou Hao stood up. I'll go and check. No. Commander Zhao refused flatly and shook his head. Senior Zhou, you're the strongest and the hope of the city. Even if something happens to all of us, the city will still be safe and sound with you around. I'll send a few more military teams. Zhou Hao waved his hand and interrupted, you will only be sending them to their deaths. I am the only one here who has the strength to kill high king level demon beasts, so I am the most suitable. Don't worry, I will be right back. I won't waste any time with those demon beasts. Commander Zhao was about to speak when he saw that Zhou Hao had already disappeared. He hurriedly rushed out and looked at the figure in the sky before sighing heavily. Intelligence Department, immediately activate the detector to its maximum value and keep a close eye on the location of Senior Zhou's aura, he ordered in a deep voice. Yes, Commander. At this moment, He Baiao, Zhenhong, and the other Grand Masters had also rushed over. Even if Commander Zhao did not say anything, they could still find out about the situation in Area 283 through other channels. After all, the continuous losses of master-led teams was enough to cause a commotion in the Huadong city. Isn't that Senior Zhou? Is he going to the wilderness area again? He Baiao, Zhenhong, and the other Grand Masters happened to see the red figure in the sky. Commander Zhao shook his head. Senior Zhou has gone to Area 283. He Baiao, Zhenhong, and the others were stunned for a moment before they quickly reacted. Commander Zhao, what's going on in Area 283? Commander Zhao explained the situation again. What? More than 30 king-level demon beasts. Could it be that the king-level demon beasts that fled before have returned? In the depths of the wilderness area. Under Zhou Hao's full speed, he arrived at the edge of Area 283 in less than 10 minutes. Zhou Hao frowned as he looked at the barren mountain range in front of him. As soon as he arrived, the blood essence of the dragon elephant wisdom technique circulated automatically. It was obvious that there was an extremely terrifying danger on the other side of the mountain range. Otherwise, it would be impossible for his cultivation technique to start up automatically. With the defense of the Black Tortoise set, my combat strength has also reached the peak of the Grand Master level. Even if I encounter a terrifying Overlord level demon beast, I can still escape calmly. With this in mind, Zhou Hao's toes suddenly stepped on the ground, and his body suddenly soared. In a few flashes, he crossed the mountain range in front of him. Roar! Roar! However, just as he crossed the mountain range, he was dumbfounded. On the other side of the mountain range, a large number of demon beasts were gathered. there were more than 100 king-level beasts with terrifying auras. And at the back of the demon beasts, there were 3 terrifying huge beasts. The aura they emitted was terrifying like an abyss, and it even affected the energy fluctuations in the world. Overlords. Without a doubt, these 3 giant beasts were all at the overlord level. Roar. As if it had noticed Zhou Hao, an overlord-level beast let out a thunderous roar. For a moment, over 100 king-level demon beasts, tens of thousands of demon generals, and nearly 1,000,000 demon warriors roared in unison, shaking the space until it was vaguely distorted. Rumble. As the ground shook, nearly 1,000,000 demon warriors rushed towards Zhou Hao like a terrifying storm. Zhou Hao reacted and hurriedly recorded the scene and sent it out through the radar watch. At the same time, he shouted anxiously, "Quick, quick, the demon beast horde is going to attack the city." If there were more than 1,000,000 demon beasts gathered so suddenly, there could only be one possibility. They were planning to besiege the city. And not only were there 1,000,000 demon warriors in front of him, there were even more than 100 king-level demon beasts and 3 overlords. This was no longer just a siege. They wanted to destroy the Huadong city. At the East Station's headquarters, Commander Zhao, He Biao, Zhen Hong, and the other Grand Masters had solemn expressions. The situation in Area 283 made them have an ominous feeling. Did. Suddenly, an urgent message sounded from their radar watches. When He Biao, Zhen Hong, and the others saw the message, their faces turned pale. How is this possible? 3 overlord-level beasts. There has never been one in the previous attack. Our Huadong city is in danger. Despair appeared in the eyes of every Grand Master. Chapter 83, The Big Battle is Imminent. Facing a beast wave attack formed by king-level demon beasts, the Grand Masters could still manage to resist it with the help of the city. However, it was different when their opponents were overlord-level demon beasts. They were terrifying existences comparable to a nuclear bomb. Commander Zhao's body trembled, but he forced himself to calm down. He immediately ordered into his ear mic, "Quickly sound the city's special alarm. All residents of the city are to be transferred to the underground. Order. Anyone who has reached the level of a martial artist and above, quickly head to the various defense lines in 10 minutes and prepare to resist the beast wave attack." As soon as he finished speaking, an ear-piercing alarm instantly sounded throughout the entire city. Du. 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 The calmness of the city was instantly gone due to the emergency alarms. What happened? There are actually 5 alarms going off at once. This is a special level alarm. Regardless of whether they were at work, shopping, or attending classes, the residents in the city all looked at the source of the alarm. Quick, quick, the beast wave attack is coming. All the company members are to be sent to the underground base. Quick, this is a special alert. The city is in an unprecedented crisis. The higher UPS of the government, the school, and the various companies were all extremely anxious. 5 air defense alarms sounded in the city, indicating that even the city could not resolve the upcoming beast wave attack. Soon, the news of the imminent beast wave attack spread like a storm throughout the city. The residents immediately panicked. Fortunately, they had all experienced such a situation before. After a short panic, they quickly went underground methodically under the arrangement of the government staff. However, there were too many residents in the city. It would take more than 2 hours for all of them to be transferred underground. Naturally, the beast wave attack clearly would not wait for the citizens to evacuate. Rumble. Not long after Zhou Hao sent the video message out, the ground outside the city shook. At the East Station's headquarters, Commander Zhao turned anxious again. Has the intelligence department contacted Senior Zhou? Commander, the energy coverage outside is too strong. We are unable to accurately locate him. The intelligence director was so anxious that his forehead was covered in sweat. He knew very well how important Senior Joe was to the city. Commander Zhao, who rarely cursed out loud. Trash, a bunch of useless trash. He Biao, Zhenhong, and the other grandmasters also recovered from their despair. Even though their eyes were filled with anxiety, their expressions had calmed down. Commander Zhao, we have to ask for help from the Yanjing city as soon as possible. Grandmaster Yu said in a deep voice. The other grandmasters looked at Commander Zhao. Commander Zhao gritted his teeth and sighed. I've already requested help, but even if a supernatural grandmaster rushed over, it would still take at least half an hour. And the strength of this beast wave attack is too terrifying, I'm afraid we won't be able to resist it. Zhenhong could not help but say, Commander Zhao, don't we still have the ultimate weapon, the laser rail cannon? This weapon can pose a threat to overlord-level demon beasts. The other grandmasters' eyes lit up when they heard this. What? Our Huadong city also has a laser rail cannon. That's great. With the laser rail cannon, as long as we can operate it properly, we will be able to kill an overlord-level demon beast. They were all excited. The laser rail cannon was the most advanced technological weapon. Commander Zhao smiled bitterly and shook his head. The laser rail cannon is indeed powerful, but it takes half a minute just for it to accumulate energy. Moreover, with the energy reserves of our Huadong city, we can only fire it 3 times. Upon hearing this, the grandmasters, who were suddenly hopeful, immediately fell silent. The overlord-level demon beasts were all extremely fast, and it was very difficult for them to hit them with the cannon. Considering that it could only fire 3 times, the laser rail cannon could only be used as a deterrent. No matter what, with the laser rail cannon, we can at least make those overlord-level demon beasts fear us and discourage them from attacking the city immediately. As long as we can hold on until the supernatural Grandmaster arrives, our city will still be saved. He Biao said firmly. The other Grandmasters nodded one after another. At this moment, they could only grit their teeth and endure. Fortunately, the city's defense line was firm and could withstand a beast wave attack with more than 1,000,000 beast warriors. With the city's defense line, they might have a chance. Continue to work on tracking Senior Joe's location and contact him as soon as possible. We need him. Commander Zhao was not optimistic. He urged the intelligence department and immediately ordered all the soldiers to enter the defensive line. I hope Senior Joe is safe and sound. Swoosh. 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 As He Biao, Zhenhong, and the others prayed for Zhou Hao in their hearts, they immediately flashed to the high wall of the defensive line. Looking at the distant demon beast wave attack that surged like a tsunami, they looked at each other and saw the determination in each other's eyes. Chapter 84, The Best Chance to Collect Luck Points. In the wilderness area far away from the South Station's defensive line, Zhou Hao's figure was running crazily, and behind him were dozens of king-level demon beasts. Boom! 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 When he reached Area 261, he heard the sound of artillery firing from the city. Zhou Hao could not help but stop and look in the direction of the city. Has the beast wave attack already arrived at the high wall of the city's defense line? After discovering the gathered demon beasts, Zhou Hao had already tried his best to stall and attract the attention of the beasts, allowing the beast group to send out 18 king-level demon beasts to pursue him. This was the limit of what he could do. As for the overlord-level demon beasts, although he wanted to lure them over, the 3 demon beasts were not swayed at all. Clearly, their priority was to attack the city. Damn human ant, why aren't you running anymore? Humph, you're that Senior Joe who killed many of our companions, right? Let's see where you can run to today. The 18 king-level demon beasts that had caught up to Zhou Hao surrounded him. Each of them was at least an intermediate-level demon king and was rather intelligent. Zhou Hao stood rooted to the ground, but his expression was very calm. That's right. I'm not running anymore. This place has a beautiful environment and will be a perfect burial site for you guys, he said indifferently. Haha, human ant, do you really think you can kill us with so many demon kings around? What shameless boasting. The demon kings muttered disdainfully. Zhou Hao smiled calmly. You'll know soon enough whether or not I'm just boasting. As soon as he finished speaking, the blood essence in his entire body suddenly boiled. His wide meridians instantly emitted the sound of a bowstring. The powerful blood essence of the 100th level of the Dragon Elephant Wisdom technique instantly filled every cell in his body. Buzz. Buzz. His skin was trembling. His originally simple aura suddenly soared. Roar. Soon, an incomparably terrifying ancient dragon elephant figure appeared behind him and roared. A huge blood essence pressure enveloped the surroundings. The 18 demon kings immediately felt their blood being suppressed, and their souls trembled. You. Fear appeared in the eyes of all the demon kings. They suddenly felt that Zhou Hao was the true demon king here. The Shadow 7 sabers sounded. Zhou Hao's figure flashed 7 times in a second, each time emitting a saber beam that caused the space to tremble. The saber beams turned into bloody marks appeared on the foreheads of the 7 demon kings. Swoosh! The bloody marks soon ruptured and large amounts of blood and brains splattered everywhere. Boom! The 7 huge demon kings fell to the ground. Even until they died, they did not understand how Zhou Hao had been able to kill them. The remaining 11 demon kings were panic-stricken when they saw this. It was too terrifying. 7 intermediate-level demon kings had been instantly killed by Zhou Hao. Run! The demon kings' hearts trembled. How could they dare to continue surrounding and killing Zhou Hao? They all fled for their lives. Pu. However, the saber beams were like a demon god that was chasing after them. After a moment, Zhou Hao stood in front of the last demon king corpse and stored it in the large space of the black tortoise set. It's indeed very easy for me to kill a demon king with a king-level saber, Zhou Hao muttered as he opened the virtual screen. Originally, he was worried about finding a way to increase his luck points. But now with the beast wave attack was the perfect opportunity for him to accumulate luck points, even though it was a disaster for the city. Luck points, 2,872,100, current level, overwhelming luck. Upon seeing this, Zhou Hao couldn't help but be excited. As expected, demon kings are the most fun to kill. My luck points has finally exceeded 1,000,000. After taking a few deep breaths, he calmed down. Since his luck points had exceeded 1,000,000, it would be a waste for him to continue accumulating. Although the higher his luck points, the higher the chances of him consuming a top-grade item, the city was currently facing a beast wave attack led by terrifying demon overlords. He had to increase his strength in order to deal with it calmly. Moreover, with so many demon overlords, he did not have to worry about luck points. Without hesitation, he opened the shop section and went to the silver mystery box page. Since I'm going to open it, I might as well spend all my luck points and see what good things I can get. Thinking of this, Zhou Hao gritted his teeth and consumed all his luck points. Immediately, his luck points was depleted. 10 consecutive boxes. He directly clicked on 10 consecutive boxes. Ding. Please fill in your weapons, pills, and cultivation techniques. The system displayed a message. Zhou Hao hurriedly filled in the form. Soon, information appeared in the empty compartment. The cultivation techniques were as follows. Cultivation techniques: Blood Transformation Art, Blood Burning Art, 3 Revolutions, Divine Blood Art, 9 Revolutions, Golden Body Art. Shadow Saber Stance, Mirage / Shadow 7 Sabers, Sky Splitting, Divine Technique. Weapons. Weapons: Black Tortoise Set, Black Tortoise Sacred Set, Black Tortoise Divine Armor. King Level Saber, Blood Imbibing Saber, God Slaying Saber, Saber of Nirvana. Medicinal Pills: Top Grade Blood Explosion Pill, Divine Blood Pill, Primordial Blood Pill. This time, Zhou Hao did not fill in the Dragon Elephant Wisdom technique. What he was cultivating had already reached the limit of the Dragon Elephant Wisdom technique. Boom. After filling in the information, the silver mystery box spun and covered the entire virtual screen. Bang. The silver mystery box exploded. Immediately, 10 items appeared on the screen. Ding. Congratulations on obtaining a rare level cultivation technique Sky Splitting Divine Technique from the silver mystery box. Ding. Congratulations on obtaining 100 roses. Ding. Congratulations on obtaining 1000 Heaven Deo coins. Ding. Congratulations for obtaining a rare level weapon, the God Slaying Saber. Ding. Congratulations for obtaining a rare level medicinal pill, the Divine Blood Pill. The items have been placed in your backpack. Please take note. At the same time, a system announcement appeared on the screen. Congratulations, I am just an ordinary person for obtaining a rare level cultivation technique from the silver mystery box. Congratulations, I am just an ordinary person for obtaining a rare level weapon from the silver mystery box. Congratulations on obtaining a rare level medicinal pill. The 3 messages were sent out one after another. Apart from the bronze users, all the users were shocked. They rushed to the silver mystery box page and stared at the notification. Chapter 85, 10 consecutive draws. After confirming that the user I am just an ordinary person had opened 10 consecutive boxes, they were all dumbfounded. Although the rate of getting rare level items from silver mystery boxes was slightly higher, that was still only relative to ordinary mystery boxes. Rare level items were still extremely hard to be obtained from opening 10 consecutive silver mystery boxes. Only by opening 100 consecutive boxes could one occasionally obtain a rare level item. However, this time, someone actually opened 3 rare level items in 10 consecutive boxes, one of which was even an item with 3rd level rarity. It was simply mind-blowing. For a moment, a large number of silver and gold users surged into the chat hall. Even platinum users appeared. Impressive. Isn't this I'm just an ordinary person too lucky? He actually got 3 rare level items out of 10 consecutive boxes? Damn, I've tried 100 consecutive boxes and still haven't gotten a single rare level item. I'm so envious and jealous. I remember last time, this person even obtained a rare level cultivation technique. I seriously suspect that he's just hacking. I suspect so too. Alright, stop suspecting. If the software was hackable, there would be people getting rare level items every day. This guy is probably just someone with great luck. Zhou Hao naturally did not know that he had caused another commotion after opening the boxes. At this moment, he was a little dumbfounded when he saw the 3 rare level items. Although he had spent nearly 3 million luck points opening the mystery box this time, he had only expected to get 1 rare level item. However, he did not expect to get 3 rare level items out of the 10 consecutive boxes. After regaining his senses, he hurriedly returned to his personal page and opened his bag. Looking at the 3 items inside, he was excited. As expected of the overwhelming luck status. It's indeed awesome. Receive. Without hesitation, he immediately clicked to receive the items. Swoosh. An invisible energy surged out from the vast space and instantly enveloped Zhou Hao. Immediately, the 3rd level sky-splitting divine technique Zhou Hao received caused him to obtain a lot of mysterious experience points. His gaze became sharp, and his aura was incomparably sharp, like a divine saber that was about to be unsheathed. The king-level saber in his hand also suddenly changed. The saber was quickly covered in strange lines that were like scales. A blue bead gradually condensed on the handle and was embedded in it. The surface of the bead seemed to be ethereal as its material kept changing. Zhou Hao clenched his fist lightly and felt an energy surge out of the saber, making his blood essence tremble. He subconsciously slashed at the space in front of him. Chi. The space in front of him was like glass as fine cracks appeared, and then it quickly recovered. This is a second-level saber. Zhou Hao's eyes widened. He swore that he had really waved his hand casually just now. However, space actually did crack. Moreover, he had a feeling that the saber seemed to have a seal that was suppressing its strength. I wonder how powerful the sky-splitting divine technique will be when I use it with this saber. Zhou Hao wanted to give it a try. He had benefited a lot by opening the silver mystery boxes. Although he did not get the other third-level cultivation technique that he wanted, the weapon and the sky-splitting divine technique had surprised him. Retracting his emotions, Zhou Hao looked at the pill floating in front of him. This medicinal pill was round and simple, and it emitted a fragrance that seeped into the heart. With just a sniff, he felt comfortable. Divine Blood Pill, a high-level ancient auxiliary pill. It can greatly increase one's blood essence potential. After consuming it, one's strength will instantly increase by 2 levels without any side effects. Lasts for an hour. Note, the effect of the medicinal pill will fade and there is a certain probability that it can increase cultivation level. As information surged in, his eyes revealed joy again. The medicinal effect of the divine blood pill was far stronger than the blood explosion pill. Not only could it increase the user by 2 levels, there was even a chance for the user to increase their cultivation level after consuming it. Boom! 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 Suddenly, intense cannon fire sounded from the distant city. Zhou Hao's excitement was immediately interrupted. He couldn't help but look at the city from afar. He grabbed the medicinal pill and threw it into his backpack space. He then put away his saber and quickly returned to the city. He had gained a lot from opening the mystery box this time. Originally, he had not been confident in his ability to resist the beast wave attack, but now, he was full of confidence.